He just might be the cutest creature in the galaxy. This frog-loving, force-using, adorable little goober is known as the child, or as everybody else likes to call him, it's Baby Yoda. To begin our Baby Yoda drawing, I start with the top curve of his head. I then add in the sides of his face. He has cute chubby cheeks, so I add little curves down at the bottom. And in between needs to be his chin. Next, I need to draw his ears, so I draw one long line and then another long line to be the tops of the ears. I'll add in an extra line to show where the inside of the ear would be. To draw the bottom of the ear, I like to aim for the cheek, and I draw a nice long line connecting. To begin the face, I add a U shape for the nose. Then, to make the eyes, I do a very large football shape. A football shape is like an oval, but there are points on either side. His eyes are what makes Baby Yoda so cute, so as I start to color them in, I want to make sure I leave a couple little white spaces so that the eyes look super glossy. These are called highlights. Moving on, I need to add more details, so I put a line over each eye, plus an extra line to make it look like the wrinkles in his face. Next, I'll put a line above his nose and a curve under each eye. Finally, I put in his happy little smile. Time to make his cloak. I draw a line under one eye, a line on the side, and a line on the other side. Then we just connect all three. After that, we need to make two rounded rectangles to be the ends of his sleeves. But those need to connect up to his collar. He needs hands. Each of Baby Yoda's hands has 3 fingers. I also want it to look like Baby Yoda is sitting in his little flying pod, so I'll draw a line that goes between the 2 hands and extends a little bit on both sides. I can connect one side with a big round curve that goes to the other side. He needs to look like he's sitting in it though, so I do add an extra curve that goes up to his shoulder. And then we'll finally do one big curve around the top. I made this a happy Baby Yoda, but there are a few details that you could change if you wanted to show a different emotion. His ears often indicate how he is feeling, so instead of having them pointed up, I'm going to erase them out and actually have them pointed more down. This could show that he is sad or maybe even angry. I can't just do the ears though, I also have to change the smile into more of a frown. I also might have to change the lines above his eyes. These act as an eyebrow, so if they look normal, then he won't show much emotion. If I have them facing more towards the nose, then he might look a little bit more frustrated or angry. I might also try and change his gesture. Instead of having both hands on the pod, I might change one so that it looks like it's facing up. This will help make it look like he is using the force. To elevate elevate my project, I'm going to do a little bit of splatter paint to make the background look kind of like a starry galaxy. All I needed was white paint, water, and a brush. To make my paper a little thicker, I glued another sheet on the back. I also want to add ground to my paper, so I take an extra sheet and glue it down at the bottom half. I try and make sure it's nice and stuck. Then I fold my paper in half. Really get a nice crease. The next thing we'll do is make 2 marks, using my fingers as guides so that my marks aren't too close together. Make sure this is on the folded side. I'll use scissors and cut on those 2 marks. Notice it's just a slit, nothing is coming out. Once I open it, I poke from the back and have to have it coming out the opposite way. I have to re-crease some of those folds, and that'll help my paper to stand up. You can see that I made a very small Baby Yoda, and I used markers to help color him in. Now I have to work carefully to cut it out. Once I have finished cutting him out, I will add a little bit of glue on the front side of that pop out. I have to hold him there for a little bit to make sure it's going to stay. But then I can close up my card and add a little bit of pressure from the back too. Now you have a pop-up Baby Yoda. Now that you know how to make a pop-up card, try and think of different types of creatures or people or details that you could add into this galaxy. As you work, may the force be with you.